Breaking news. As Delhi's choking season begins, Haryana government's tough action. It's a bid to curb stubble burning that we're learning about. An F.I.R. is going to be filed against errant farmers. Curbs on errant farmers from selling crops will be imposed. These restrictions will be in the e-Khareed portal, and the curbs will stay on for the next 2 seasons. Crossing over to my colleague Kritika to bring us more on this. Kritika, we're learning about significant action that's going to be taken by the Haryana government related to a digital portal called the e-Khareed portal for any farmers that are errant when it comes to the curbs that have been placed on stubble burning.
Right, in fact, starting from 15th of last month, we've seen that the stubble burning instances in the state of Haryana have crossed the 600 mark. So it is, of course, a cause of alarm. The Supreme Court had also pulled up the state. The Chief Secretary of the state has also been summoned on October 23rd to justify why action was not taken. And it comes in this background that the Agriculture Department of the state has passed this order, wherein compulsorily an F.I.R. has to be registered against every farmer who is found lighting their stubble on fire, as well as to mark a red entry against them. Now, this will prohibit them from selling their crop in the next season, which is a big action that is being planned by the Haryana government against the farmers of the state who are found guilty of stubble burning. Now, as we are learning that the total number of farm fires around Delhi NCR have also almost touched the 3,000 mark. So it comes at an extremely important point where this intervention is coming in. We're yet to see what other state governments also do and how will this be forwarded or what this will look like on the ground. Because remember, flying squads by the CAQM had already been deployed and they also had the power to penalize and to send in daily reports. But we're seeing that now, 15 days later, some order from the state government directly is coming in. The DMs are also authorized to take action against officials found guilty of not taking penal action in this case. So we are yet to see how this actually plays out on the ground. But this is definitely a very strong step that the Haryana government is deciding on taking against the farmers. Because remember, the Supreme Court had also asked that this is not a political move that you will be doing. So they need to see some penal action against farmers. Now, we'll get to see how the unions react, of course, to it, because not every farmer is of the same scale. There are a lot of very small-scale farmers who probably would not be equally penalized when it comes to these situations. So we get to see how the unions also react.
All right, Kritika, thank you so much for joining us and getting us those key details. We'll continue to track the developments here to see how this actually does play out on the ground. But right now, we're heading into a very